Therefore, it's your boy Patrik Barfi, High Life Radio, and I would say lesson program and your day bro. Then CBI is no every Monday 7 to 9 p.m. at the Financial Peace Education and your day bro. Catch on your on some country in your be na best start aha baby help who you get out of debt, or manage your risk, now we save, now we invest in. Financial Peace Education, you go deep the America say if you're making so much but you don't know where the money is going, share with her every Monday 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. Now bet you wondering the fact we issues bra in discuss it how the addition kwani issue ma finance sexy or Sikasem program. So High Life Radio, Patrik Barfi, your host, Sikasem program. You train Waba to catch you in your on some country, and you be said, yeah, the Sheswar. The part in boss is Sikasem say your face Sikasem to 2 year penny for most I am correct. I will see a Sikasem to 2 year Sikasem Emma problems the brave. It will say share near the Sikasem to 2 years. And they can catch you near Bronson country will be in trade home run a fee, the inspirational talk best at in a fee, your co finances, Nakasa, personal finance, Nakasa, and their friend behavior finance. Because so to catch you near be on country near be say. As Sikasem program no yes start here no it no you train waba Sikasem tino obi agene do folumba na e kan o say Sikasem Yɛmfa inspirational talk na start na yɛmfa free ano. Na yɛbɛka bi afa microwave generation. Microwave generation. Say your generation bi a yɛpɛ bi a quick. And no kwan here. Said this generation who catch will be say on to no year. And ya dear very possible cry. Because I said it be a tremuno. Na ye popcorn. The good just in a proposal. Ya 2 year bone ya. Na I day. I wouldn't say I to say ya share microwave na could be sandy per se tre. Sisi cabin ye pe, said DNA per se ya, bibia no a intent to me who say, we ain't intent so ya na my own fat the right way. One for the right way, so I won't could do middle na waka. And I say, if you crab be not 1 year, it's where you and so now your papa, your home. If you cruma be bracy, who die a bugu near day. Quick, bibia quick. It a ma nyama bebree enkoso ye and especially se wo pesca na quick sana enko ye ehwema nipa bebree ha yate omu nka se sikasem no omu die ni ade nyina no enye omu fiti ya na ba mu kakra na de ba mu a generation we dey empese betene sa akra nyina empese ye quick nso nyesa na tie before so betimi adru ba bi no wo se unya bibi anase wo se usua bibi nti nyina nso time enye ufiti ya na be yi nti yemfa bibi we entu ye ho fu say this microwave generation was see ye ho film na e make sure say ye bibia ne kwan so because bibia ye kwan so no betimi adu ana be mo di nkunim ye ne quick ya na emfa wonu achi nti ene inspirational talk no ye make sure say ye check ye ho when it comes to this generation bibia ye pen intentem sa we shit nipa bebree ho no a before say beti mudi no mo di 20 years kra ne ade ansakra na ansa na yeti mudi eno na we ya esipe ana say tena ho yi na ye ne quicker wo de intentem mo nyi ne yi afi de asem ebeba yo ye hwe ene ye topic no ye money traps that we can avoid, money traps 10 money traps are able to avoid it. And that topic about money traps. Money traps be one more. Yana if he say, oh yeah, dear, and I said, oh yeah, a question now. So one here at the end, now a trapple. The beer do beton. I feel we actually crowd him say, what him who ain't take. And not any ever training come once. Money traps 10 money traps to avoid. Let me say, Ibinya crack, Ibinya bonuses be a home. I'd say they make an Sikasem program no maybe a day of financial peace education now. Baby beer you make sure say you manage your debt, and I say if you can possible stay out of debt because debt baby a queen you name say and you're bad the but when you use can you bad by a movie brain population now in you see the year now a trap woman you almost corner bino hard dream be brave discussing program, you try to manage your debt. If possible, stay away from it. The second thing is say, manage risk. Risk, so we see quite say, try say, build the wealth. Now, one put two things in place. Once I fail, risk insurance type. Once I could do stage beer, BBI will say free packet number. But insurance for those things now. Wow, Emma, sad, Yamani na happen. And TBB can also free pocketing ban, the insurance, HMO. The next thing they say, if it's save, now you invest it. You save, you're saving, and saving is good, but also almost can also a year to my and she mostly no, and only a can't once per program so discussing program. No, I'd say they make an economy air this year in this year, or ideas out in the bar, link not Namidia to hold between join it. Our ideas and our questions were able to me and somehow. Now questions not even a relationship questions crown it me and somehow because money and a relationship go hand in hand. And be about finance and yen the cry come on some questions are all the kind able to me. I am yo yes start here the first one. Your first one is with the whole topic near money traps 10 money traps to avoid. Yeah, to say they can be more than that cry. But you share first one and I say start the program. Dear, I he said, Ebia, What's the tea? Say, oh, dear, what's the tea? Bo, brack, crack, cranny a day. Say, what's the tea? It be away from fee. And I say, what if you that Nanyama queer, never crust started to eat a crama or Juma Bany a day. Say now, and near my idea fed ye, we all want it because I dear fed ye. A bibia, while crown, with himself, what and I say, O crab bound. And if you are never be crowd, Trima, and never be a ominia come a these days, the algorithms only use to know. Last time I knew be cracker. We were talking about something. All of a sudden, I started emails be brave. That's way free. I don't know. So tap into your lines with some my day. Buhana, Sanya Mana, also come once. We said, no one start to show up your email. Sanya Mana. With this, no one say be I hate you, baby. Almost only your messages about the same thing that will put here. It was a be what was see. Brema near me call come near them. Was I feel all of a sudden now be when a baby a DBA trap more because a BB a here that now almost had the BB account to say good deal and I be this. Until we say now the opportunity bound to be Jan or Sandy we now can say one she a BB I say trap a bit me a trap even though no I dare be open and so be around home so bit me a tone is say. And so be who say, what don't walk in these days, if for a friends and sales for me, they have so many tactics they can get to us. They have so many ways obey me reach out to us. Dear, when you're wide over to crown, obey me at and he money traps, and you share the first one. No money down plans. Who says I do be no money down plans. Maybe I'm a tell who can say pie and I do ice furniture. Maybe I will start a bracket crowd when you be an every crown our roommate be the furniture near them. Say you are going on your own, maybe you'll hear furniture near day. We see store, especially those holidays, no money down. Be a 2 years, no money down, I'll be after 2 years. Now, dear young friend say, it grew after 2 years, no. That percentage in your BF be a 50%. It's a dear be out 100,000 now, so when 2 years now, we have to be 1,005. The gross crana, we have double the price. No money down. And then so many places are that no money down. Cars could do maybe on the bar. So many places, but furniture party, I'm telling you, one can say. The good thing about baby saying is say, over try na was save na wato. Because I didn't say can be a bini hobby or I said, sometimes we're trying to do more than me a year. And if we all started as a usual crown bit me at once, I'm not saying that to use one throughout your life, and I say to their own pay throughout your life, but would they build it, BB, who build it, BB, we are a chino with me a quote the pay. Many around, major also no payment. Many around say no payment in 3 months. And or the artist, no payment in 3 months. We are the member and pat. They go cry 1 year, no payment. Correct, Abram, and never here. No payment in 3 months. Yeah, it's I know say sometimes these are some sacrifices. We will see to me these sacrifices. Na wato de wakumbe pa obetimi atwi ana ho betimi aso. E bia beginning ho nson. You ho nson. Ade ya kra ne se akonwa okotenem na untwi anwie. Ya bida, but the best ne say ubetimi ato atwia afri ho. The thing we a trap in a sense say 1 2 years and 3 months. When you so betimi atwia no 2-3 months ya na refisi wada nyama bia ebetwia. And I don't know they said I didn't there 2 team cran say no money down for 2 years and 3 months niti cran. And ma e bia cra so betimi di atwia. But remember say 3 months na say 1 year na say 2 years na hetia. One year in checkment we trap both our whole interest not to take cost just like that. It said they make an idea be a 1,000 wakutu kunya 1,000 feel all of a sudden no na feel then the number 1,005. It is a trouble. One of the biggest trap is no money down. The best trouble is see to say make because when you say what's the time no Ukrainian song now that's number one. Number two. Number two, car leases. In name car leases near day. To say they can the same thing. Ebia, started brand new day, be about Paka, the grand chin or the ma, now you be an alcohol hoop to be a which you can cross all the bay. You won't want down for dinner. The BM, every scene, the ting. Just say what him say, can you papa, can you nice? Now show this, was at first started John. I did cry me yede. I mean, could you be sir? I didn't see him say, how do you quiet the bema? Na oko no akwakoji okokojia then buhwan said to say payment near say $600 I cry say month cry me 5,000 e be fee it is 600 meet me atua forgetting say your other bills say meet me atua me can be credit student loan na yentua student loan no the mortgage ho your groceries ho you just look at that figure na 600 near should be bitua na be yipe bo se ya de adwin na so betimi atua bo ho an se utua 1 2 3 na fei achechiro so aye trap in na so enim achechiro so a wuntimi fa ko back wo de kwa ye enim se ne besiasi bo se na atwetwero bo ehye ho wo ye hwe enye abosa fe obukurafu the whole situation car loan and kasakran say auto card they are two loans to cry ya na enye papa bia na car lease de enye betia kan ho asem you compare say obelisi car the worst investment obetia to me obi won maybe a yema no the west now numbers nature be say obelisi car enya dia eye we yeah, the FCBT financial institutions, remember they got the best of the best. They have to make money. And you what you say will be that they know they know exactly what they are doing. To say you could talk now pay cash, because also even crazy say even leasing versus say loan credit at pay leasing anymore because they make more money of the leasing. Hey, that's animal I was tired of share. Baby, interest one who said in a honor or musical. What talk cars is here now? Dealership na do when you 2,000, 3,000 yard of financing or mount higher interest. Na chill no the higher low interest be there's a difference number. It's only a more be and leasing those things now. Car leasing BBA to say the mechanic. We share the deal no crying because you never be home here. Say, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do it. And I say time so another call. And I say just say your friends say maintenance near na account. You because a very good deal. But we should calculate any good sir. The next thing so we say a big issue among what you say trap situation. Then ya dear can be me afford it, me afford the crown and then you be kawai say obit me ato. So because of say that situation now obi atobi and say unso bi ede we ni obi aye we na madam fo bi akoto bi aye we no bo na fe ye ka bi aye hoop ti bi akede ebo bran kakra kra be dru stage bi a ke betimi atoye de atua ka free ho bo hu ne akwa ko sa trap na fe the whole lot of issues ever yeah, don't just look at the monthly payment nekeke. Also look at the long term. You move be bro highest situation no. But only akwakoshim. You try 1 or 2 na hotraba. Hey, yes. Who said just 1 month pay or monthly pay no. Where say BTC who. That's another one of a trapper easily betting akwakoshim. Another trap no. You another one adjustable rate mortgages. AKA arms. Adjustable your friend saying rate mortgages, aka arms. Yeah, sure. About 15 years ago, and I say a little over that. The crisis be break, crisis is see housing crisis, near economic crunch, need those things in most of them was about these arms, no. And I say adjustable rate mortgage, and I did those say in about those times, people were just buying houses left and right, qualify, no qualify because of the rules near there. It's, you don't qualify, then they put you in a house, so much expensive. Now, at the same time, it's, you're adjustable. Yeah, it's, where adjustable rates, so you say you don't really control it. Maybe for 5 years, 3 years. After that, you have to go back. Now we renew and I say we pay another loan and I say and those and also those things a very high risk. That means fear what and I say a year only control also. And you be to say why in 30 years a year constant. That rate is for the 30 years, and that's why in 15 years a year constant. We did a short term. Mostly my ties are flip houses no. Hey, crown flip house not I say sometimes it may trouble because what could just office within 3 months be what could to house be now repair 3 months be what me at home. Now rate was slow. Now 3 months so now in young toya that means una wutria and plus you don't even control that too. A bit of a written depend on the type of loan the way sit here. It potential would the mortgage would decide any diagram would the mortgage a situation be lose fee so easily. Hey, I said make can ye lose na juma de and na pay friend na ye na be making sure say juma na de atria. These are some of the things that happen here. A man, so crunch, and I said that housing turned down there by a year because you probably were in this situation. You probably won't qualify for the houses, but they got it anyway. And the institutions also a prime sub mortgages, also boama that a no cost through. And yet, two situation be brim and no crutch or say a BB and this year grow because your mortgage you don't want in a situation where you're not in control of your mortgage, is solid, 15 years fixed rate mortgage. I wouldn't say for the next 15 years, me payment and he said economy because slow, interest rate because slow. Yes, we a trap be bree. You move broker now, houses they don't even know the interest rate or more, and that's the type of loan. Maybe that and the type of loan crowd and answer me to house, back to house say ko hiba in unim kra you be no more situation who was that situation ma chana say unim rate and unim the type of loan start checking out say bb say find a way because usually say 5 years or 5 years no so one you're lucky na say interest rate e cost that means say we interest rate should be cost and I said the okwa and as a certain crown e be a never see credit crunch then into 2 years na ubabili sufi because ebia obi akran me pese obeye amount the institution be no pese obeye your friends and banks no pese obeye amount amwatimi aye to all of a sudden afi wo ya chiro ubenya mortgage you have to have control of your mortgage, especially the finance side the interest rate inside money now say 30 years I only say the next 30 years say 2000 flat na be for the next 30 years. You don't want a situation where you say anytime interest rate goes up, now so mortgage so ever go up. Hey, in a variable, sometimes interest rate in cost because they have so many things. Financial institution, they have so many things that they do at the back. Hey, we say banks like a any banks like it most of the time, night and I say yes, I know almost delay at the back because books near at the end. Maybe away short, maybe away they go to a different bank to maybe get loans and it's money now. It's most of the times deals no corner. So I should to say Fed you raise interest rate, raise interest rate in Yadana, and yet directly to us. Those aftermarket now transactions or yes our transactions in we are not automatically they are back to the consumer. Until you don't want your situation whereby your mortgage is being controlled by those things na anajubi wokwe na anyi okoye ne transactions bi na anyi near the BBA Gunusua, because of your friend interest rate in variable, so also baby jack or the ubetimia. Most of the time, yes, I know because if you want my qualify for the house, man, I see who young son financially, but who need to be Another trap, a bit trap. So they make the best way is 15-year fixed rate mortgage. When Timmy Krana with not 30 years, but usually so what prepare ye now down payment more or the down payment to Honoma and easy over 15 years. And easy and simple. So down payment more and simple because SI 15 years mortgage was more down payment, cutting it down at least 20% in the idea and bringing it down. And now sometimes you try you to your dream house. You move. Most likely we move, dream house need to know. Big one. You can always move up in houses. Na condo ne beso ato. Oto condo by the time 2, 3, 4, 5 years equity ka create ni baso. Equity to baso a utimi de start to another one. And then now could be a town home. Sometimes probably, and I say most likely, income is so costly. You are matching with your income. Income now cost kakra. What's our equity? Be on your town home. Another 2, 3, 4 years, a bit me a cost, then bit me aga. But so one more you pay from street to maybe from apartment. You pay forever home. Say 800,000 home so crana chinchina was here kotobunsa fee. A whole lot of issues about. Another thing I bet to me. Another trap, adjustable rate mortgages, aka ARMs. You make sure you stay clear of it because the next one, home equity line of credit. Home equity line of credit, aka HELAC. Study shows that right after COVID, the rate amount for HELAC too much. To say HELAC, I'm so almost probably because now we can relate to it because right now, just about 3 2 years now, which the houses prices are costing most people will equity more time. So if you are living on paycheck to paycheck, you send your paycheck to paycheck here, mostly I'm saying I can't want some man. You don't have room. We need wiggle room, Mostly the more you live paycheck to paycheck, too much payment going on in our lives. All the money comes in, all the money goes out because you will see it away, It's kind of a toy, will be a kind of crew for one business almost can you payment in the door. So what's that situation now? Yana is so hard because if anything happens, only will go room. Only skabida or only she. But dear Bakon Habitina trouble pie HELAC. Home equity line of credit. One here I'll say, okay, instead of sending me civil emergency fund at all, we say what pay HELAC, now the emergency. Another thing, if you want to cry now, you fancy percent, remodeling kitchen, remodeling the house. See new bibi ho, you try see civil for bibi pay money a back near HELAC. HELAC a trap. The funniest thing about HELAC right say. Credit card bill, balance and that's all other balances are unsecured. And I say, it's not unsecured. Say when court no be call back and forth near day or try so much, they can't do anything about it. Obi be HELAC secured mortgage or the net them to so no the credit cards card. Now card na nke unsecured. They say one na be secure. Say olusu enu mu a when twe enu mu a obelusu ne dan. HELAC bibi any say dey to so, especially so we say we emergency fund na do any kotua ekotu HELAC so a enye most HELACs variable, most of them too. And you know so say sometimes crown do any to so say emergency a year say interest rate in cost crown and I say the amount na do the amount sometimes crown do etimi sateso. Until be away you should do some point, it be crown until you should be. Into emergency see a then be. HELAC, you free HELAC so. Who ye count down a dear think he be paying it off. Because you perceive can you be retire and can pay that off, which is very, very nice. Why? Because you're retiring your fixed income now that's your payment. I am hard because of fixed income. Not long ago there was a story be that lady be the bar out and all kind about your friends a retiree here. or fixed income of 120, 1,002. Social Security man $1,002 in a month. $1,002 in a month. Or retire the fixed income scale one on your share. Now, the mortgage, or your friends say the rent and those things now. Just when you will go, yes, share, or be me. Now, all quack to a drew, so government a tree and a part I be $7. Now $7, only $7. Will be our several over 40 years or so, starting year Juma, 16 years, not starting for year Juma. Now the golden days, and that's the golden years. Wow, Timia year Juma will contribute to society. Why you be every one Timia civil for oneself into social security, 1,002, Utiana rent, we Utiana Macacro. That's it. $7 when Timia and medication. There's was say pharmacy owner, the people then come together and pay $7, man. A sad story, and it's happening across all over. It's happening across all over. A BB, I will see it, make it short. The BBA, not to say the canon. Program here, BBA is actually say, Ubitimi, also to be saved now, we invest. A share, no. So starting a Juma, a friend is saying 16 years, no, can retire class 65. Got the $20 crown to every month. Crown now could be 520,000. $20 crown. Yeah, okay, say 100. It was almost about 900,000. A 50, if I say 200, it was about 650 or so. 18. Sir, I do a BB a coso, a cross board, and yet your community the whole nation, they probably don't retire on your way, all because of a car, this animal marketing activity. He like any BB was here, so see it me civil, But all this is a behavior. It's a personal finance, a behavior. It's 80% behavior, 20% head knowledge. And yet, you will and I mean, in book, we know see no personal, it's your behavior. If you now hear personal finance, most people are much financial and the so-called sophisticated, almost eat too much, because I'm not trying to be free, getting this from here to go spread it here and all that. The issue, bro. Constantly, if you are putting money away, just constantly, gradually now, by the end you retire and you'll be fine. And you say, you're taught that you live on paycheck to paycheck because we are not trying to save and we are not trying to change our behavior. Hey, it's almost the HELAC and acquire emergency fund. No, you need emergency fund for yourself. Emergency fund should be 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. And it's saying, every month I spend 5,000, my household. So if I spend 5,000, I need between 15 to 30,000, depending on say spouse discussion with me. 15 to 30,000. Why? Because in case I lose my job, I can live the same standard of living for at least 6 months. By that time, the emergency fund here. So if you don't have the emergency fund, that's whereby you fall back to the HELAC. Now HELAC said they can a trap. One fear will lose fee. It's so simple, especially the people that take HELAC to pay off their credit cards. It's so funny because unsecured loan now are turning to secured loan. You're making sure that we stay out of this completely. So if you live on paycheck to paycheck, a trap, to be changing that lifestyle, a behavior. If we cannot save, we cannot do all those things now. A behavior, and a day so change behavior. So at this stage, drastically, we also make it changes drastically. Be a bit me up. Wow, I move do this point. Cry now say, we 50, we 60. No, it's still not late. Bit me, crazy a bit me now to who be I'm say I hear this math had be brave. 50 crown, don't cast our status will save what. Bit me more at 1 month. But we rely on the 1,002 a government not at the make us will be 1,002 or no 1,002. Average is about 1,005 or so. Now, I mean, say a push cost crack. But say if you live in this country, into your mortgage in we and that's all rent here. Now say we make it 1,005 and no this car it's going to be so tough. We say they are depending on the location, but I say there, I think say maybe a way cheap or make it 1,005. That's the only fixed income you make. It's going to be tough to live in this country. Very, very tough. Hey, HBI to be a bit started the BB tool. Near rely on HELAC. So especially it's all rent so I did about rent and they say every year be a rent crowd. It's all rent crowd a west crowd because every year be a 1,000 the full year was I am 1,050 1,070 near kosa. Hey, you making sure say you borrowing in free you save for emergency fund equity line of credit and for any concord so yes topics I don't know you flow you flow you thought that you try to be pay a hard but between you person you idea or plan it year obekin at the end yes say omo plan so much you feel no mutia so on plan is wontia because on plan is wontia what is the plan be anyhow and answer with the way you must na wontia the equity line of credit passionate about this nipa de bebre especially community on yes I don't know a jihila e de akwakoto bi fufuro bo se chiri na de ahoche ba ni na ebetimi asave aye ni na na behavior next one spending too much going out as I obina kind of say we did once every month or a friend saying oh McDonald's you'll be fine but every day you do McDonald's you'll be fat just a saying yes McDonald's in general every day we did it out every day you'll be broke and I said out because yes we have to enjoy life we have to do all those things but not when especially you have too much debt going on or you have so many things going on in your life financially when you're not in control of your finances your money is controlling you you controlling your money and you're nice but say budgeter you will blow any budget we budgeter what me did that a shame you move or feel guilty after going out but it shouldn't be so because all your budget is shame give me the out in way for eating out until a come now is simple it will be in planning started the mechanic our finances take control of us we don't control our finances we don't control our money in the trade baby uncle and so in the normal sense you know see a tree is baby uncle but can it is opposite the other way it it did out too much all the time this money out the mechanic say $200 now just for me did out 200 when you say 200 no a son and one you don't want to go out again now be feeling guilty it's they making sure say these things now we say a trap you bit me a trap so easily most you be eating out constantly another behavior and I say if you can afford it no problem but whereby say they took plastic so they took credit cards now be issue or you be tria bohana in so be na fear da hono bona be ka the bia na obona e ho kire to say say if you don't control our finances now your finances and a control another one number 5 now is spending too much going out you're spending out too much going out every week be so out could it and I say you could going out never be between the eye once a while so we have to make life a nice or see my life here fun so but in a planned way in a nice way including your bucket your budget number 6 you buy home that is too expensive we buy too much of a house not long ago I'll say maybe I'm at home come downsize it. And so what would my neighbors say? I'm catching say when you're serious. When you're serious, you're thinking of what somebody will think about you. And how say I don't know you can afford, but I try I say me a tria at an abroad to me. You buy too much of a house the same way. We need wiggle room or watchy. We need match or watchy. It's at 10 p.m. Oh, okay. Yenya George, thanks for joining. Yenya George is also saying, great point. Good. I was suggesting that I also be media about will be some kind of questions to Abitiaka. George. You have too much going on, right? Mortgage. The best way, and I said the way a bit when it comes to mortgage is getting a mortgage. It's not taking 25% of your take-home pay. Meaning, if you make, let's say, 10,000 a month, a mortgage shouldn't be more than 2,500. Esana who room be because remember a mortgage no kwani bibia ye be you. You will nemo be braye, you will nemo be brosy ye groceries ho, was our crana, send tardiness animal and a whole lot of things are obey. Imagine you bringing 10,000 home and your mortgage is 5,000 or 6,000. That means that you're buying too much. You've bought too much of a house. And yes, Anna, you be a hard dream be just say, yes, I would say 10 bia 10 bia because can't buy an any nice. Crab about to some ultimate, just ultimate, quite what y'all cry. Yet, yes, I do we papa because we'll be at house. And now because there's a pressure buy house for pressure no the bemano into home soon crowd so akwakoto home obi na kai o say ehwemu a ade ba kwa na Adam DJ no a real estate it's so nice to be able only real estate but only in a nice way and can be a blessing one hwe abus na a case the automatic you ja hoko na wo kwa na wo hye na wo tua na wo kiro hey buy too much of a house and then bring it down just like that. You know, you're making sure say you're ready for it. My ento. Cut your clothes. You just say cut your clothes according to your size. It's true, really, really true, really true. You know, by George, you be brio on my you too much because you be pushing you through the loan. When you be to me, touch her. Will push you through yeah. I feel all of a sudden or say I can't go now. Only we're judging a difference no cool. Now bread. You know, buying a home is very good. Financially, very nice. We shake crown building wealth in this country, you know. Buying home is part of it. When you have a home, it making it easy. Make I say I don't come out, it making it easy. Emma world building because of the equity that comes in and all that. And also, so you pay, that's going to be a question. Then say we pay rent all throughout. You understand what I'm saying? You know, getting a home is nice, but when you're not ready, now be a case. So they make blessings now. The man is thinking now home buying should be a blessing, but a be a case one year. The best way to say the make ultimately the more to one ultimately save more. Better yet, save more. Once I have IEP, why you so many things going on financially? Why we don't control our finances? Why your budget? Emma, esana money bebre. It you know to say the mechano, you be poor be or be touchy her my your home so cranny near the my it you know be a 8,000 be fee na ko say your mortgage be 2,000 we'll say mortgage 4,000 oh family now to your mortgage we na 4,000 ade ba kwa ya ndwen kra ni say a home no and na wato enye mortgage no nko aho o the emphasis utilities ni ade be any rent class with here but the other things a one you have to now what your apartment no pipe SAR apartment for Baba Yama. Now pipes say one away. Electricity issue be bahua one away. It's our cost in hand. We don't factor that cost into it. When you buy a home, it said the same way to say one man, yeah, two will be a pay you're saying 600, no, you have to have those things in mind. Also, we can be that for sudden. Keeping up with the Joneses. Yes, Brother George or he points and you know, keeping up with the Joneses. The Joneses can do math. The Joneses are broke. That's what we know. Because if they math that they are broke. It's person rubbish with the Joneses now. Wasubeshi pa one person will be they are fine. Yeah, and all these things say throughout your life you have to be going through all this tough time. No, I will say with me now we started free. Also to make it time. Also to have a nice time, you know. But say what situations having a nice time crying, oh, you're crying out, you're not kind of guilty. You also guilty, free spending. Just a boy guilty, it be obey because we know inside and can so use for it. To why we both feel guilty. In now between their show budgeting, guilty free spending. Into where they all spend their guilty free. Let's go back to the home also. And you have to cut our coats according to our sizes. We don't have to follow the Joneses. And yes, we'll be at 20, changing our sort. Buy it in your own pace. Buy it in a situation say it's going to be a blessing for you. Buy it in a situation say it will not put you in a corner. Are we feeling a bit free? Because if you are using just 25% of your income, you have enough to do other things. You have so much enough. A bit more, So this situation, I know so many of us, there was a situation where the same didn't come on now or can. There's no shame in this. My main can be. I think there was a few years ago, where 2017 or 2018, they did a study about millionaires and all those things. They were asking them some of the things about how they were able to get there and all that. And one of the biggest things that almost all of them said is not thinking about or not caring about what people think about you. And not the ball draw. Because the moment you start thinking about the amount for you, because you're living for them, it's the only year also here. Abra live your own way, way. The moment you start living your own way, not caring about what, and I said, not caring about what people think about you. Your lifestyle just change. You start saving, you start putting money away because you're not forced to buy anything. You are not forced to do things that and yes, one episode away. Until you're not forced to keep up with the Joneses because you don't care. You go on your own pace. You'll be there. And in some of our goals, who goes are and you'll be goals. I will say you are goals. Hey, it's here we go, sir. We are not going to catch up with the Joneses. We are not going to follow the Joneses. Hey, we are not going to go buy a house because we'll be a Toby. Yes, you're Toby. Yeah, buy a house and build the world. We are buying a house, a family. And I say, basically, the situation at that time. And if you're in this situation now you've already bought a house, now it's too much, downsize it. You can go back again if you're not to 2 years, we can cost row. And that's when you equity or that one more, then you're buying another house. I will really equity into the house. Into a house of, you also be at a house, maybe 800,000, 1 million. Now, it also didn't make maybe a third or fourth house, or really equity from equity to equity, I draw, and TBA or to done 800, it will be or the 500 that was say. The payment is still small. Every crown were paid off because of the other house, no, the free more labor. You don't know all that. If it's here now because or no, but now if you be a trap amount, we are showing what the point to be a trap. What make be a down with 5 years soon as we check a crowd situation. There's only 1 year. Money question. Don't buy too much of a house. What or so you can downsize this. Better than buy too much of a house. So they make one. We make sure say our income, our mortgage is 25% of our take-home pay. That means it's 80 and 7, 25%, and I will say cool. That's fine. We make sure say we put 2 down payments, enough. At least we put 20%. Fine. So when Timmy cry now, at least they put substantial. Maybe a bit first time buying 20%. Yeah, but at least 5%, 10%. With the more to hold the more because we reduce the size of the mortgage and now the amount will reduce the amount. The amount your friend saying monthly mortgage so from kakra. The best way is 20% because so 20% so you avoid the PMI. Avoid it. You don't have to pay the PMI. The bit I can such a later PMI insurance. It's not benefiting you. It's benefiting your friend saying the mortgage. The amount mortgage. Because of when you're 20% and 200, or no abubusi will be amount, and no edge interest also, which even a bit me avoid those things now. But we first time that we me and cry now, ultimately track a cry enough are fine, and you're bad at least 5%, that 3% near Kwakwaji is our loans, we need those loans now. There's a lot going on those loans, but 20%. Now, could have substantial. I bet me a good loan. I bet me a bow. And you say PMI, and you say woman and check loans. Need be on ma. Who say equity above fee level near there. You don't have to refinance. You don't have to do it automatically. Na you free that in that. Those are the loans here. But so home so nessa any man the be be na woji. But ultimate share down payment more. You know, the next one said the can buying too much of a house is gonna trap you. A bit trap you, especially what you made on after let's see the next one. Buying a car that is out of your price range. Oh, and the type out. Your type out buying a car that is out of your price range. Send you starting to make us say, what started branding at the crab one say, we sue my brother, you know, or 10 billion man who take care of friend a leche. We sue a leche, the numbers will be at che. Oh, you sue a leche come plan is up so pay kakra na keja wotimi twitwi schedule then you save to buy a car na wadanfo bi na schoolmate bi wa yini BMW bi na sound yi na tim one is wadwen ya change na me kra me ye adwuma ye den oh me so me nkoji bi na akọ trading na akọ na fee ukwakoye payment obi ana kan ye payment na akọ payment na ye saying me ye adwuma saa I deserve it. School I deserve it. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to enjoy your labor. You have to, I will say really, you have to enjoy those things. You know, but putting them on credit is not the best way to do. It's not the best way to go on credit here and ya dear bebuau. You make sure set your car, you pay off. Why? Car it goes down in value. The moment a car be free manufacturer about for a first year now, it lose about 30%. By 3 years now, like 50% is gone. You know, it's a new BBB. I was say, because I don't know how to and it's kind of the atom. It's can be a will lose scan. And yet, it is a house. I go to house. When you say we check a room and I say best cars, few cars, just a few ones. And I co-op and those your friends say old cars, no classified cars, no those things, no. I know because say 2009 and 2020, 2019 and 2020. I bought a car for 20,000. I was able to sell it for 28,000. It doesn't usually happen. It was not normal. In the reason why it happened, and it might not happen again. If you if you buy a house without 25% down, but later in life you are able to afford that, will it be too late to pay to get rid of the PMI? Not necessarily. The PMI depends on the loan. Okay, and so what reverse buying a house for 25%, net the 25%, no, yeah, your mortgage. Your monthly mortgage should not be more than 25% of your take-home pay. That means, say, if you are bringing home 10,000, your mortgage should not be more than 2,500. All right, PMI is different. PMI is 20% of the loan amount. 20% of the loan amount. And say, yeah, halfway through. Remember our questions should be. Na take a break. Na you take a break and now feel you're back near about way. George, remember our questions no be remember be explaining here. You take a break halfway through. I'm say 8 o'clock almost no. One try at the same time, you're another, almost like an hour to go. Catch you on also and find the questions and run now also and contribute to my city in George and here you handling your tea you try one. Ampa de sika ye no ye ntimi nye bi lomba de kan ye si anhwe ye a sika senti no na yama aye nkora and that today kind of topic na money traps you can avoid, you know, it's it drew sita and in George should be sir the see between answer question na free on yo the question na or say we were talking about PMI, then down payment. And see, the question was, say say if you bought your house without the 25% down, but later in life you are able to afford that, will it be too late to pay to get rid of the PMI? Good. Okay, and say there was a mix up here. PMI, no, yeah. So PMI, no, if you were 20%, so what 20%, and let's say if we are buying a house of 400,000 at 20%, I believe is 80,000, right? So if I have 20%, which means if I have 80,000 to put down, I will not pay the PMI. It's the PMI, no, it's gone. Hey, but say we need 20%. That's if I say be a 5%. Omobe adjusting no. Instead of say bianca metria be if I say be or say PMI 200. Since I'm more 5%, maybe I metria 150. More 10%, I be a metria 100. And he asked a corner 15%, I be a metria your friends and 50. Sana a dear free on. Hen a PMI in there. But the 20% that your friend saying 25% in the your mortgage every year, it shouldn't be 25%. It shouldn't be more than 25% of your take-home pay, because you need a wiggle room. And I say, space kakra wachi. You say mortgage, and I say, you say, what catch you now pay now would you try udanka? Esa the man who chill the beer. Into the rule of thumb, they say you make sure say at least what that a percentage. No, usually a saswa won't say oh wiggle room wachi a wow. Hey, I know that I was making an example. Say which year if I say what catch you 8,000. 8,000, that means say your mortgage every month now it shouldn't be 20%. It shouldn't be 2,000. It's no so now una miska unya. It's you to fear who make sure say that range no yes calculations ni na and sana what me at all. One, and I say in fact say the one only sometimes I dear it me buano say with the more payment I took down so it me a buama monthly payment in a form, because if I say me took down 400, that's say more down payment of 80,000. That means all of a sudden the loan now can make a free bank and your 400 be 320 now be 320. It's like a 400 no, and I say me the usual one, because in him say over 3% when you loan when you FHA ne V ne sa between those loans no, but those loans ni na no yana beneath no, there are so many things in there. If I say conventional loan, na say me tofi me conventional loan metia by 10% na conventional loan na media. Mostly no, most of the time say me 10%, that means 10% metia your friend say PMI 10%. All right, say equity Barfi nim na if you do the level na say at least your calculations na mean 20% with the kakra na metia and equity aba betos no ti na more 20%. Most conventional loans no automatically no, all you got to do is talk to the bank, and when the bank ne kasa and na clear that in free. To say other FHA need doing those time almost the end of the day, usually no you have to do a refinance. Mostly you need to refinance it here. Appraisal, Nissan, money, refinance, Nissa. Plus, if you are now, you more penalty or say, it be a 5 years time, I said, between refinance. Say 5 years so now refinance. I'm making an example. 5 years so now refinance. If you have to pay a penalty of this. Scan out twice in this animal and the type of loan now be now. Emma would to me how. Okay, yes, okay, well, correct. We'll say 20% PMI. Yeah, 20%. It depends on the loan. If the loan is your friend say conventional, when you say most conventional loans, say what you are 10% naturally equity. This animal now become what you mean 20% now. You talk to the bank now, they can easily drop it off. But FHA is a name, because remember FHA with the 3% to have been FHA near you can say an easy way to get a mortgage. But beneath there are so many things under there closer so free ma and yes so simple. And just want to be free by you have to pay penalties near it. It's usually so FHA loan. That means most likely you have to refinance. Most likely you have to refinance. Now what me I said. Those are the difference, no? Yeah. It's young go back to I hope I George my answer question. No? Yeah, 25% in the confusing because yeah. Anyway, so another big trap was near campus near buying a home. Buying a home that is too expensive for you. Yeah, you move bida, and that's will be clear by any CCR. Make sure say 25%. Say the manager George can will take home pay with the 8,000 a fee, and he said my mortgage, I'm 300 a month, and he say more than 2,000, and more than too much 2,000. That means I'm buying too much of a house. The easy way a bit me abuano say sometimes the only fee the boarding, hey, no so be out pay, and yes, I'm more into it as down payment at immediate and so bad down. It you make sure say need to be here and a plan, hey, and that we can always move up in houses. And a forever home now the be can my name forever home. No, usually doesn't happen. You buy another house and be free and work for. Yeah. Next one is student loan. I know say you won't be pro honoma when it comes to student loan, I'll come once a month. We will no become. A good thing na you bet me any sort of education be buying for a career near there. But it doesn't make sense if you go into debt near the aquaculture education. No? Na you be na fee peace, a friendly peace cry in be. Not long ago, there was a article. There was this guy I know, we school no only sent 700,000. The loans near the friend saying interest rate near the and check run it drew and said 900. It was a big issue. I don't know if say Obi Hunyana say Obi Ekaya. Check run say government step in companies we step on yeah I'm saying for suma man. You know, sometimes they are too much. Yes, for sure. The loans are student loan is almost like 1.8 trillion. 1.8 trillion in the car student loan. There are so many ways of beating media school. But because a particular school being a budget loan near the acco. Meanwhile, too, no, a big loan of 100,000 that particular school now a particular program be. We should call different school acquire the same program. You between 100,000, you can between 20,000. You will never be paid. And it doesn't make sense. See be loan. If you have the money, won't you loan? Great, but it doesn't make sense. Abrabitimia, Buobitim class start free community college. No, we no transfer. Ubitia start here Pakiska Kakra no they are call. Another one, Ubitia apply for scholarships. Scholarships, no, it's like Debbie Amekawaha, it's like a job. You also apply more on Sabe Kebi. Would you kakra we say now amount to be a big waiting their school. There are so many ways I'll be teaming. You say you have to pay attention and you have to have the mindset. Say, you know, you move on my your mindset a one pay. Every financial issue, I will see a loan, and as I will see a finance it. And you know, your mindset now to be a finance behind. I will see a finance near coast. You see, when you're dealing in finance, and I say in life, especially finance, not to be one option. Yeah, but also myself multiple of options. A bit me up wow. Because we one option, that's what to dream say. Apart from loan, you can't go to school. Apart from student loan, you can't go to school. But in your sanity, steady crutch say every year there are 4 billion over scholarship are including. I'm not talking say we be academic. Maybe and you say what being too much into academic ubenya, and I say athletic, be a way athlete into no. And yeah, no crowd. We just regular scholarships out there, you know, few and seen probably was scholarship go at 2,000 be ukrabit near creative. If you say near to Yamawa, be a quite fast school scholarship, nipa be written creative be every year be ultimate 2,000. Nipa be written apply all rules almost 15 to the ina ultimate more ultimate be 500, 2,000 ultimate be a student for every year be those one be pretty well. we be 2,000 from here, 5,000 from here, 500 from here. We make a car boom. We apply more. We only 50,000 now. They could school. Yes, I was seeing school. Yes, you bet me for free. In that, you pay attention. And a trap. See, study show say most people free say we or graduate from school now. You're going to make 6 figures. And interest are steady and you way down. Averagely, you know, who graduated from school. If you say a change kakra, the last time it's around before COVID, it was about 44,000. It imagine say what could school about 150,000. Now we make it started from 44,000. I know say it's going to go up. Time and I started here. We remember, and we have 150. The interest no can interest in what said. It a bet trap so easily, which say a label what as good debt. It's a good debt. It is say a koboka yeku school. I'm not saying say yeku school no. A good yeko, but there are so many ways you bet me a boa, you bet me a sacrifice yako. I will come out. I yet to see it triaka I any kabia. There are books be a debia mechanics a bit me a boa. So how I bet me a school for free college. One of them is called Debt-Free Degree by Anthony O'Neill. Debt-Free Degree by Anthony O'Neill. Another one, so a Confessions of Scholarship, which is by Christian Ellis. Confessions of Scholarship. Those books in between. But I go online and Google class. Pay say books. For winner, will be tons of them. These are the ones I'm familiar with. There are so many ways to bet me. Me and Shada and Koboka say Koboka school. Charlie, this time I'm for be school. Easy. We a capaya dawa. You know, imagine the time you meet me 3 years I can be enjoy life. You know, it's kind of being you say people debt in this animal is a must stress, a too much. Because imagine so we now making more money, not scanning it's almost a cost then loan. You know, after the percentages near this one, interest rates in Gusna, more. You know, 30,000 near the na, yana year, but so over 100 now. And difference in the power, difference. Imagine say every month be a number 1,000, 2,000 interest rates. As have good that money national. That ben I'll be you know. It's the other ways. All we have to do is we have to pay attention. We have to have open mind, have the mindset. Say one option. We have other options. I bet me a use school. You know, most mechanics and the home girl be kasaba. Charlie or no school I cancel. Right, calling for free. Sometimes we have to look in those places. No, free programs or no obey me. I call for free. Because I know kakra or call for front. If let me crowd say daycare na take care school for the mama. I see if we young crow for the mama be school no mama be register some school the mama be see no call. Sadly about daycare for school was school for free. You know. We have to look in those places. You know, there are few cases in a school are quiet here. Few cases, which is less than 0.1 of the population. It may have few cases per in here. Other cases, most of them just here school are quiet. Here, few cases per. But if you can afford it, no problem. And the school officer they're best, no, and I say call Ivy League schools, no, you know, because there's no steady just say the moment they call Ivy League schools now, and I say the school fancy school is so expensive, no. Now all of a sudden, no, no, I will see a koba, you be a juma, you be you suit the knowledge now you acquire one the year juma and sana be by himself. And you just go in look at a manager say at the same time you can if you can afford it, no problem, but taking loans there, it's not the best way. You know, steady class which said most CEOs, about 78% of CEOs, I think 75 or 78% of CEOs in this country didn't go to any fancy schools. They went to just state schools, not regular schools. And they don't just say, school na also could travel then and you be Nancy between acquire that knowledge, you're about there. Maybe about making maybe for ourselves, we are contributing to the society. Now also aboa any family. Another trap no, we call it so-called what? Good debt. You see, no, debt need to be classified in, but they also say the borrower is always slave to the lender. We are fear in the loan, a loan, and now borrow, and how say good and I say you good. I hear the next one, buy now, pay later. Buy now, pay later. You see, there are so many people now come about credit card, now credit card. I see there's a different group of way be a fine. See, a credit. It's like they are coming to our aid. No, being home will go into debt. Being home about in your aid, right? Being home, buy now, pay later. To see small things I to. The funny things is see pizza cry to me the two. So your friend saying buy now, pay later. A group of institutions you might criticize them to say the always save from credit card because this is no interest free, which is true. Yes, it is interest free. But guess what? We later they will hit you with so many into online digital these days. No, say it's a pizza economy here. We call online my order Papa John's bring the pizza. The chair be near the upper. Maybe hit it where maybe tria now we say about paying installments. It my top pizza $20. Can you try my data though? We are able to click so. Oh, which we are in five. A friend say $4 for 5 times, and I say $5 for 4 times. No interest. That is true. No interest. But guess what? $5. Better what I create here. When you idea later, $20 most of food here. $40. Just wait for a nice trap. Now in a way, no more basay. Can instead of saying can be use credit card around? Yet the way ATM. You have 2 pizza. Need 8 weeks. You 6 weeks. Why? These are small trap. And who be brave? This almost also be brave. Into one who have a 2 pizza. Why is that? Who got shit be? Who do all and that's why is that? And to be now multiples of those things, no, be about 20 and not 50 because it be a $2, it be a $5, it be $8. Uber makes a payment at some point because kai $2 a card, you better wakai. Now hit here and year later, na fee. This trap, a BBB, and some a program of home, quite website to have program, I a program for this. Buy now, pay later. See small things. You go to a chipoli kurana, you what that's here from Reno. The 2 ways. So, your biggest trapper. They are in there, must step in to say the only credit card are into me anyway. And the next thing they say, the more we just are doing so. Remember, say you just said it. Say personal finance and your behavior. 80% behavior, 20% hand language. It's the more we say no, most your behavior, not fear the cow. It means I feel the bigger things no. Now feel also was started the top you say now fear go back and forth. It's a BBB trap where we see your life if we sad in cry. Number 10, payday loan. Hey, payday loan there. We a mistake and overcall and also another one. We one of the biggest interest rate. It will go all the way to be 1,000%. Whereby which me it just a BBB. Nipple be home emergency fund. Payday loan, the emergency fund. To say the wow. Be out the way you grab just say sometimes you are in a tight corner where you and because you are yourself I know that there are some genuine people, they are doing their best, they are struggling, trying and amount to 2 years, which a better 2 years. But one more to say, yeah, it's stupidity. Yeah, it's a bit civil, a grandma, a catching, yeah, when you scar for a crack to walk, yeah, you know, we don't do those things. It's where you can't be able to say, now we say a payday loan, payday loan. So they make who study they've been investigated all the time. Who call your friends and better below a website near there. Most of them they've been sued because it doesn't look normal. The percentage is near the 2-star payday loan. If you out who could shame one share best sacred, I won't say go back and forth. I won't through that. The payday loan is another one. A rip-off, biggest rip-off. I am one sister, no. Your friends say government is more operate. Stadium numbers now is so serious. may if I need to pay the loan so as an emergency fund, or see I think create emergency fund, MC a kind check. Say at least we have 3 to 6 months of emergency fund. A bit me up wow. I'm not anything is here, would can more flat or form. So when emergency fund, of course you go to pay the loan, right? It as you know, say emergency happens. Say American a period of 10 years, now the emergency one be happen to you. It happen if an alcohol. See, emergency fund is important in our life. You have to make sure, say if you only will go room. With your budget near the crown and be and shadow in your home mount, say I tighter. These days you can do a lot of between a hustle kakra, side hustle be a bit more thing to be kakra be at one. Now they are civil for emergency, because if you start dealing with these people, won't you free that to get out of this payday loan a year? So be one situation who can relate to this because to get out of this now is so hard. Because remember, if you work now paycheck now they call near more in advance. They have so many ways say just 10 what do you see kind of crowns and that's how we free that. Number 10. Yes, your bonuses can be account. One air credit card, MC and account as in credit cards. Credit cards they a bit trap will be brave, especially store credit cards near them. Tata, the back could be our to attack and you drew on was best sign was sign at 25% off. Not me, because we signed 25% off now if you started the name of the so now a whole lot. A bit land credit cards. Apart from that, I'm saying in your community, so that's also and they talk about can say, when you say Obetin Ghana bra, or a very fan of your friends say using credit card, because we believe we say credit card and I say credit in general, say credit Nyaman could be a $1 and now which is not bad. The whole thing about leveraging is that we leverage it by numbers nature say we are not doing a good job of taking care of it. Most likely adibia bed na need more interest in sign money. I mean, you can record or see interest fine because no the idea of pekra say what you are coming now can we credit card. I respond. It's already the one of the biggest thing lie out of the my away. I'll lie out the my a credit card rewards, which is true because you get the points. Airline is animating now. But guess what? Steady say we use credit card now based on and yes, when we use credit cards, they spend more than we use with debit card as we use cash. Especially open reward that some points. It's if you don't have to spend unnecessarily not also spend it because you need that point. You see, we don't factor all those in. It's the idea when you here crown and I was say instead of making a steady just say you spend more when you're using a credit card. In any way, I would choose credit free pocket in there to be a different say. We used to be office say and I say sometimes we say free. It's say instead of you spending be 1,000 now every month be now you spend be 1,500 because what target reward also now reward team the trial ticket team could try you. UK balance could try you, Ghana bar, could try you Nigeria bar. It's in a rewards in the home, with cashback, discount, this and that. But you have to spend more. That means you'll be spending outside your budget which is going to hurt you. In credit card, can't want some minute in your company, I can't want some, go back and forth one it's any kind of leveraging. There's nothing wrong with leveraging. In fact, BB will say why, but the chance it me usually it me my policy is a BB can say a blessing. That's a be a case. Just stay away from it. There's no need. So because another day you can say most people are about 20% of people using credit card are reward points near the issue. Let's say about 70% of use. Most people will be at 1 year in use. There's no need to be spending more. Add more than the way to spending. They say the miss anyway steady. And now these is the algorithms that we had the show spending habits near the throwing things in your way. They ought to move a boss. The credit card, another way, another bonus they come home. If another one, lifestyle creep. I'm saying credit friends to say, refuel friend lifestyle baby. One of the biggest thing me you and I said life of course so. They were quite in a good part, especially community. Every year, be try say you increase your income, which is very good. Which is a sign will say increase your income every year, be at least, in your dear percentage of credit now, well, to me, be extra, be steady, be extra, be now a boost to up. Now, the who say, Nipa be Momunia increment. Instead of using the increment towards something, now me make it be a 50,000. Me force me make it 60,000 within a year. Instead of that 10,000, me what debt, me go towards the debt. Me need debt, me save more out of it. Now me we go out there and buy something else to put a payment on it. It was about go to BB 10,000. This are extra. If I say extra be extra baby 800 about income. You go out there, go to BB. Be quite more. Be 800 a month. It will be who if a lifestyle creep. Into lifestyle creep say the more you increase your income, the more usade be before sababishi. That's kind of increment na bani na so be anche na maso. Yes, with lifestyle no na de bia no ko. We say you see the pattern is just behavior. Hey, those are the things that we want to say. And then I mean Juma say no, me try yes, because my income increase. And so still na the ref say wow, kwakuchi in the car, no Toyota no use no the akwakoje Mercedes B and also the akwakoje bibi fufuru bibo say all the time na eko ti de bia no income may increase but at the same time no life will change because of my lifestyle. The lifestyle creep no me refi millennials no din bi o model friends say lifestyle bibi eti another biggest trap no say we mistake it say they over two position bia the bia all the time na ekoso the bia na ekoso the bia it all the time my team make the one that for frasaba the refi cry we are fan of that. That's another one that I was here. We see investment scam. These are extra ones medical investment scam in the name everyone say scam gidi bia say is but the biggest one cry just say the deal be abroad. Now the percentage now was now. What say it doesn't really make sense, because in the end, he said I did my percentage not it make sense, and so there's something called FOMO, fear of missing out. Packaging in such a way say I say opportunity with you where be investment in getting one share to investment na a trap we need to trap one say is careful pocketing straight na dey call you make sure those things and I see there was bakubia no be na make or be or say be say 50%. That's the matter. You didn't crash stock exchange class anymore. I was so careful. I feel it's also from what you can be. I was here careful those things and so a trap be a bit in the way. Investment there, will make sure say what you see. Don't invest in something you don't understand. And also, me afa will be crying financial advisor and I'll be sana. And more nipa investing ma won and yankopon this kind of man. What share was see now we investing into what you say be a way you man and can say on your mom one share was see now you need a teacher. You need to be a way teacher for investment advisor be a teacher and you'll be a of forcing your shares mostly be of forcing the shares so that means commission when you're more commission. Usually it should be the other way around. I will say put your interest at best. It's not better to invest in your 401k. I didn't mean investing in my 401k. But the reason why you have to invest in the 401k. If you invest in Roth, why? Now they also will choose. I will say we be investing in make I say I was already also kusku also most of them is no rocket science. just a little bit of explanation when we say which is something that the investment can't scam. And they do a big, if crypto near this a big. Who did you agree fine? But so go on my bed lifetime na or retirement na to me you seek retirement na some invest or crypto media because it hasn't proven anything yet. Any proven record. Yeah, things that are proven I know crypto is not going anywhere, even though cut down say let's have a beer. It's not going anywhere. But until say it's proven, no, and I proven record no idea. I mean, could me retirement now say usika kesi bi a bit in the idea agro kakra or 1,500 be a bit in the this agro now in the city. But you don't invest everything. I was all tears here. Hey. These are another one. Not investing at all. You be brohonoma and also a trap. A chame invested and then invested or feed maybe 50 crowd a trim. See, the best time for you to invest was about 20 years ago, depending on your age. The second best time is today. The third best time is today. Investing is very good. We're starting earlier, especially we're starting earlier. It is so good. You see, when you come out of school, and I say when you start, say, oh, Bobra, 24, 25. If you start investing, now if you put about $100 all the time, and that's what if you put in $100 at a total or from bear 25 to, and that's what if I bear 22, 23 crowd, from that time all the way to bear 67, you probably make about bear 1.4. Guess what? If I say 100 crowd, you make almost like a million, bear 900 and something. Guess what? If you wait for 10 more years, with the same 100, no start to sell the 200, you'll be making about 600 and something. If you wait for another more 10 years, which is 40 something, what is the same 100 and 200? You'll be making about 300 and something or 200. It's the best time. I did about investing a good one. Say a time the money is dead here, but we're starting tema will be intimate catch you at the same time. So we started to invest 2,000 a year from your friend say 18 all the way to be at 28, which is about 16,000, right? 18, yeah. But if I say 10 years, it's a little bit over 16,000. The same 8 years now, which is 16,000, 2,000 a year, all the way from 19, all the way, if I say 27, which is 16,000. That was why save be with just as kind of towards a means save be. It's going to be a media. From that time now all the way to time of retire, which is 67, that person will be making about more than 1.7. Guess what? We'll be starting NCV. No, not starting civil from 28 now. We need giant. Every year, be on the 2,000 crowd to one. From that time now, the 2,000 bet was to time on the 67 now. Still not to catch it. The almost 8 years spend one save be. It tells you say investing early is so powerful. You see, Einstein can say compounding interest is so powerful. Compounding interest, you know, he says it's the eighth of the world. People that understand it, and say if you don't have, you lose it. And you would rather pay being a credit card. No, compounding. Oh, instead of a baby, yes, investing early is so nice, so nice. And yes, it's why investing early. Krana fina was start here with the 50 and found even with the 60 krana, you can still, the whole thing is say you don't have to rely solely on the government when it comes to retirement. It will say at least you need to be free somewhere, but all you have to do with the 60, you just shoot your retirement up a little bit. And of course, our bomb will be because who retire 67, as a retire 60, 70, you get 8% more than the retire 67 of your social security. Bump up a little bit. Hey, and at the same time, so your judgment is saving invested. Whatever it is, make sure say I will say ultimately invested na unkoye solely say your friends say depending solely on the government. Another one a lotto. You probably be one more lottery, BBBia, but the aye, yeah, say the possibility set 10 double striker or no. There's a saying double striker or no. A higher than so very any lottery. That means to win a lottery is so hard. And you be a bay. The funny thing is, Richie Racer, you won't see little places no, but a year places are the poor areas now. When are the beer no? That means they prey on the poor, you know. And paso the beer home to every 2 seconds. I say pay daily or in an can call rich areas near dinner. You won't see those shops no offices no, but how do you call area be away poor every 2 seconds? Boom, every mile be able mark radiowa. Boom, a shop one more payday loan. Boom shops a hobby brave for that. No, and not say the rich won't play that game. If the rich won't play that game, that means it's not good. So see, stay away from the Lord already. I was say the year plan a bar fine, but I mean, so tough. And say we know about every year. But at the same time, say, Sanimo win now. Sometimes you're locking those things because you need to be diechi. Because if you try to pay, you pay by your finances and setting ye, and the money this near money in Abba. Hey, since the finances here, most all the time. Now that situations no, the home up to situations now, the beer near home tree. The best is the best set up your finances here. You making sure say yen you control your finances and then your finances in control. And how do we do that? See best start to see making budget. The moment you start to see making budget, now once you see currency you start to because you pay attention, right? You make budget up. The Buama and Yamabia also will use to say make an adibu crowd we are now feel guilty. We didn't know ship. It's all spend it, I will spend it in a year. A bois and my finances cost through. You control many a times no. The finances no on the contrary. That's number one. You make sure say ye lifestyle see in your budget. Not the be and say you cook nearby, as a plan be any home, you free. Because you need a plan. You hear plan. Make a beam to say show you your whole idea they say bois ama ye beboa se be ya yebetimi free ekam entibu aye de ka bebre ni ade a obetimi ye free se wo situation bi na person free ma obetimi get information ni obetimi aboa wo ama obetimi free situation bi financially obetimi aboa wo any situation, especially if you want to get out of debt and also save and invest and also manage risk. Managing risk, ABB, a community and it's all about insurances. Your insurance, your car insurance, those things. It's how build the work, not the BS, how did they come up there has to come from your pocket. And hard, how to invest in we'll get in touch at and say if a call and the affirmation of the day, affirmation of the week, I say I love myself and I will do what I must. It's true, we love ourselves and we do what we must. You have to make sure so we take our finances right. You have to make sure say all the time our finances are going the direction we want, right? Say the dynamic you will be home say a coach and say if you do able to sit in copy BC fee. And you see, force give you say you 2 years you know your plan. Your planning be financial plan is your planet whole finances. It say me no interact now check that they will send person see we have a plan for you. I'll be team yes down fear. One hassle be brave, and I said the opposite way any any advice so get in touch, information say I love myself and I will do what I must. I love myself and I will do what I must. Yeah, I will do what I must. That's affirmation of the week. I love myself and I will do what I must. Right. So let's go back again to how a bit may overcome our finances. How many a times our finances control us. And yeah, you control your finances. Anytime you're in that situation, that means you are going wayward because the money in the extra vehicle. Meanwhile, when I want any money, no, I didn't know what's a extra vehicle because too much payment. It will payment we, it will payment we, it will payment we. Until all the money comes in, all the money goes out. What's a fee, beginning and yet as a normal bus a fee back a crown. Na ye paycheck to paycheck because when you go room, be emergency sipe. Saa nneɛma yɛ list yɛ no bu hɔ no afei wokɔ akɔyɛ saa nneɛma no bi especially wo fie abɔ sɛ hilak na wokɔ bɔ na de wato situation bi a na afei ɛde ahokyerɛ ne ade bebree na ɛba no nti all the time you make sure sɛ yɛma yɛ goals ɛhia yɛn yɛ financial goals Ziegler the kind of see you have goals in all sectors or financial goal or physical goals or every goal also you have goals for every life situations. It's your financial goals, you make your financial goals, your budget, you make sure say your budget here niyama. So all start to say your budget. I will say niyama and so all of a sudden we see can and so we say so because once you pay attention, niyama be you won't buy it anymore. You stay on your four walls: housing, food, transportation, and utilities. These are the things that you hear most. You making sure so we don't pay too much for it. Near to 2 years, then we can pay more, or because what to talk, it's like if you're trying to buy a car now, you worth 5 million. Now you buy 500. If I say you buy a 50,000 car now, turn a cash out. What happens if you lose that car today? And scratch you won't have any fee. But so your net worth now you pay 100,000, now you 50,000, with the 50,000 koto car, now lose car now. If you genuinely do, until you build it up first, then from there, we say I made because at that time we be okay. You see, the idea say as a rich people always eat lobsters, nay. They say they always eat good food. They always no, it's a lie. Rich people, they don't do that. They don't usually do that. People that spend more, and they do that because some fees are rich people spend it. Rich people don't spend that much. Millionaires, they don't spend that much. They have a way of doing things. They make sure they get themselves financially to a good position before they spend more. At that time, encounter, especially the things that it doesn't appreciate, they don't put their mind on it. They don't invest more into it. But what the other rich poor people do, they invest in those things, because those things are flashy. And if you say, I say they have a point to prove. They buy things to impress people that they don't like, and the people too don't like them. And so that's what we do. Tony man near the impress it. We said people near the akoshe kwana bi na fe ehwe ye budget. You use budget. Now your debt I be pay down debt. Now you make sure say emergency fund 3 to 6 months of emergency fund. Anytime they be falling into it. Now invest at least 15% of our income in our retirement. At least 15. 401k, who are doing now 401k more match, at least we are a Roth. We are Roth now, so whatever back na sabe match. If we are no say you want crowd way life more, it is scared too for them. You will be the other way around. When you or came, also started to scare to home. Your friend is saying crowd for college. There's nothing wrong with that. But what it is I did back when you say you're crying in any grown because but they are going to say, well, they have a retire. And how do we need to say, oh, yes, sir, stand our first never honor. If your mom will say, if you much remember, say to tour, it doesn't work that way. And Juma. sure say nipa no who good standing and son why. We are and yes, you're bad parent, when you're bad parents, you putting things in place because sometimes you putting things in place we say between a cash flow their education yeah. You have to make sure you put things in place. Then after that, discard to a man cry the 2 money or house up. I say with me, now the twice say will be year through because so with me would die through once and retire. Wow. At that time, office income, you don't need to pay house. House is paid off. After that, the almighty thing. Then you have to give and give and give and give. You see, people that give and are people that are rich are more money. If you saw people buy a drink and say, oh, we do with scanty woman. No. You're rich because of mama. Giving is part of success financially. Don't ask me more because a neat mathematical EBR, I know say, oh, nipo are there to we back free my one. But when you give her, who are there to not the one give her, all of a sudden have an aside for. I don't know, Senate that way, but I think it's part of those laws that govern us. It's the laws that govern the world. I think it's one of them. You see, Obi will give you and say, if you no give you from the Kunuma, you see, say they never lack anything. So we give and give. These things are the things that get me up boy. I'm going to take control of our finances. I'm going to take all the vacations that we want. I'm going to our retirement and live good, live peacefully. Hey, these traps no be a one fear, betting a trap or the position be a. Yes, you can go back to affirmation. Saying affirmation saying I love myself and I will do what I must. Right? Maybe say opposite get in touch at office number 202-590-1404. Which you reach out to mobile WhatsApp 703-981-1910. Any financial issues, a bit me about ama what to me at Tony Amayi. And the answer but before I go no, send the DBSC every Monday 7 to 9 p.m. about for our questions and our input subra. And then I say nipa be aba na hu mo hwe your sister back okay. Sister Barbara Amamo. Sister Barbara Amamo. Thanks for joining. Rita also joining, right? Rita Obensia also joining. Rita, thanks for joining in. Now, only questions be ana. Only questions be and say yes. David J also joining. What about insurance, long-term insurance, life insurance, etc., compared to investment? Brother David, I'm say you need query man checking in term. Mecca and next week. We'll talk about that next week. But all of you, George, Barbara, Rita, my boy, Kwabena Boateng, and David. Thanks for joining. And hopefully, next week, today, say your friends at 7 p.m. We'll talk more. Then I'll make sure say we will talk about your friends' insurance. What's the long-term insurance, life insurance, and all that? Okay, you better come on next week. And say the time so all of you, thanks for joining. Before we go I would say spend wisely, save intentionally, and give. I'll come back to give again. Give and yes, BBB everything dear boy community ama community near akoso. Everything about community, everything about family, about your country, and about world will give you a multiply na saba. So spending so you make sure you spend it wisely. You to turn your basa. If you have the money now, be spend it. Why not? Saying hey, go for it. But especially if you have a mission, if you have debt you're trying to pay down, if you're trying to invest more on this animal, you spend wisely. Now, we making sure so you save intentionally. Anyhow, now we save intentionally. You know why you're saving. You know what is going on in life. Until we meet again, Hala. This is your boy Patrik Barfi. Hala for you, and I'll see you.